Would you rather see somebody smile or would you rather see somebody pissed off? Yeah, I think I know the answer to that question, and you do too. But did you know that there is science behind the fact that when we smile, we increase our happy hormones like dopamine and serotonin? And when we see somebody else smile, it does the same thing for us. When somebody sees our smile, it does the same thing for them. Increases serotonin and dopamine, which lowers tension and anxiety and blood pressure and heart rate. All good stuff. It's pretty cool. And understanding this has made smiling one of my favorite tools in my toolbox. Honestly, I probably will say that about every tool that I share. That is one of my favorites. But becoming aware of the benefits of these tools and making them more intentional parts of my life makes every one of them a favorite because they're beneficial. And when somebody else sees us smile, the fact that it helps increase their happy hormones, it's because of those mirror neurons. Mirror neurons. That's not even something that was in my vocabulary 5 years ago. Didn't even, I don't know. We all understand that we feel better or feel worse, depending on the people that we are around. But being intentional with the whole process because of the awareness that we acquire, it's cool stuff. There are times when I'm driving here or there and feeling in a kind of funk or something, and I remind myself the power of a smile. So I'll just be driving and plaster a smile on my face. It doesn't have to be a real one for the brain to get a message of peace and calming. Just a little fake smile and it's okay. And driving to the dentist's office, I've done that from home to the dentist's office the whole way with a smile, sending messages of safety to my brain because nothing changed the fact that I needed to go. If you'll watch, I'm going to be sharing some videos from my first year of brain retraining through those first months. I made some little journal videos to keep track of my journey. And through that time, I was wearing a clear retainer in my mouth because I was going through some dental work, getting an implant. So my drives there, I'd just smile because it brought peace, it brought calming, and lowered my stress level. It does work. It did work for me, that's for sure. Now, these suggestions of using a smile as a tool for increasing dopamine and serotonin and helping to regulate the nervous system, this is about building habits to pull us away from chronic states of fight or flight and elevating our mood in a routine way. Of course, there are times when there are feelings that we need to allow and to release. We need to cry. We need to hold ourselves and just allow. Those aren't times that I'm suggesting to just plaster a smile. I'm not suggesting that in any way, shape, or form. This is just through those routine, chronic ruminating times, or like my time going to the dentist's office. I couldn't change the fact that I needed to go, but I could change my brain's reaction to going. Does that make sense? And we can be intentional with that. It's that power of taking control, saying, I've got this. I've got this. And this is how I can do that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We can create a practice that builds better habits, that increases our inner peace. And that's a big deal. And if a simple smile can reduce a state of fight or flight, even if it's just this much, I'll do it. I'll do it. It might not completely dissolve all the things that might be going on. But if it helps to elevate us even just a little bit, it's worth it, especially when we get in these habits and have them ready to pull out of our pocket and say, oh yeah, this helps me. I'm going to do this. The more tools we have, the more options we have, the more we practice them, the more we just level out little bit by little bit. So a couple of years ago, I created a gratitude journal. I was inspired through this journey and wanting to focus on certain things. And smiling was one of the things that I wanted to increase my focus on. So one of the writing prompts is, what made me smile today? Because come the end of the day, time to write and fill in answers to certain prompts, I'd have to think about that. What did make me smile? I know I smiled, but I don't know what made me smile. Well, having that in there and knowing, okay, tomorrow night I'm going to have to write something that made me smile would have me focusing more on that thing that inspired this. So it is kind of human nature for us to focus on those things that are less than, right? We share stories about that person that cut us off at the grocery store, or the person that said this, or the person that said that, and we join in together, and you've done it. We've all done it. And it kind of feels, like something we can join hands together and do. Well, why does it have to be the negative? Come the end of the day, we can recall those things because we replayed them over and over in our mind. But what was that thing that made me smile today? So knowing that we have to write it in our journal or just get a spiral notebook, whatever, has us replaying those things in our mind. That time that we saw an act of kindness or a bird in the bird feeder, whatever. You notice that smile that it brings to your face. You're going to have to write it in the journal or your notebook later. So you replay that over and over. And isn't that better for the brain to replay those joyful things than those? Yes, it is. So these mood elevating tools that I'm sharing, this smiling practice, isn't something to schedule into your day. I'm going to smile 3 times a day. It's just something to be aware of and intentional with when and how you can. You find yourself driving along and deep in thought. You think, oh yeah, Debbie told me to smile. And just do it. Just do it. Tell your brain, I'm okay. I've got this. And then, you're stopped at a red light. Look at the mirror. Look at that beautiful person looking back at you. Yeah, anytime you see your reflection in the microwave, in the bathroom mirror, wherever, you're going to benefit from it, and others will too. And when you see somebody else smile, appreciate it. Just think, wow, that does make me feel good, right? It does. Anyway, I'd love to hear how you feel about this tool and how and when and where you use it. If you've even thought about using it as a mood elevating tool, share it in the comments, like this post. What else am I supposed to say? Oh yeah, subscribe to my channel. And then you can be more aware of when I post another mood elevating tool or any other videos. Have a good day.